All right. Hi, everyone. Hope everybody's doing very well. Welcome back to my channel, your favorite Eagles channel, with another update on the WSO mod for the F-15 Strike Eagle. So it's been about 3 days, I think, since my last upload, and I wanted to share with you some updates, some fixes, and the next roadmap. But before I do that, I want to first of all express my gratitude to the whole community, to everybody, for your support. Really motivates me in working on this mod, so thank you everyone for your comments everywhere on Discord, on YouTube, on Reddit. So I really appreciate your support. It really gives me a more energy to work on that mod. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Let's just jump into our Strike Eagle right here. Today we're with the Panthers skin. Go right here, jump. All right. So a few things before I start. Quick disclaimer: this is not going to be a short video. It's going to be long, probably about, I don't know, half an hour, 30 minutes, because I want to show you the full startup procedure that Goose is helping me with. Number two, I did change the voice to less robotic, but again, it's just temporary. Okay, just for the testing purposes. So what has been implemented is a complete startup procedure from pretty much from A to Z, to engine start, to alignment, to turning on all displays before taxi. But most important thing is actually the UFC. So Goose, my wizard right there, he knows how to map on the UFC on the radio. Okay, so I'm gonna show it to you. He knows the TACAN, he knows the radios to set. And he even knows how to set up the altimeter, uncage the ADI, and just a lot of interesting stuff. So Goose is becoming smarter. Okay, I hope my friend doesn't hear that line. He's definitely smarter than me, but Goose, my wizard right here, is becoming smarter every day. Right? He knows the aircraft systems. He knows how to operate them, and I want to show it to you without further ado. But before actually we start with the checklist, one thing I do want to notice, I do want to mention is it's becoming dark. Okay, so you can see that this is actually evening time. So Goose does know when to turn on the interior lights as well, if it's light or dark outside. In the mornings, in the dawn, dusk, he knows that. So I'm not going to be doing any more of the talking, and I'm also a bit out of the weather, but I do want you to look at the full automation and how Goose helps us with the checklist. And at the end of this video, I will tell you on more of the features that I'm currently working on. So let's begin, shall we? I'm gonna bring up that overlay. There we go. You can see it's there's much more than in the previous video that I uploaded three days ago. So there's a startup, complete startup. Now, do bear in mind, these items are going to change. So the automatic startup procedure, it's going to be an option. The WSO doesn't really actually do the whole startup, right? For you. I mean, you're the pilot, you have to do it. But if you're feeling lazy and you want to, help, you want Goose to do all the startup checklists, he's going to do that. He's going to do that, and he's going to set your jet for the next mission. Which that's going to be some of the items I'll speak at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Anyways, let's go to startup. Yeah, let's go to startup. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I would love to hear your comments and feedback.
Copy. Running the before start checklist. MIG switch on. Set. Anti-collision lights on. Set. It's dark out. Setting position, formation, and tail flood lights. Set. Conformal tanks stop transfer. Set. Inlet ramps auto. Set. Cast switches on. All three set. Oxygen on. Set. Generators on. Set. Emergency generator auto. Set. Engine control switches on. Set. Engine masters on. Set. Jet fuel starter switch on. Set. DCS auto. Set. Before start checklist complete. Ready for engines.
Okay, so he did the so Goose just finished with the before startup checklist, and he's waiting for my cue to give him okay. Let's go ahead and start the engines. Yeah, I'm not sure why he took a bit longer time on putting the position information lights on and the floodlights, but I guess I'm gonna have to debug this. And yes, don't laugh at the mic, how he called it Mike Mick. So we're gonna change that. But let's begin with the engines, shall we? Let's give startup and engine start.
Copy. Starting her up. Hands off the back pit. Fuel knob tank 1. Pulling the JFS handle.
Okay. Notice that he's going to ask me to move the throttle to idle. He's going to do the AMAD test fire as well.
JFS is green. Right finger lift.
Okay, so Goose knows that the JFS is green. He has the cue. He knows, and he lifts the right finger lift button there on the throttle. And notice how Goose understands all the panels too. So look at that.
Fire warning and extinguisher test.
Warning, AMAD, fire. Warning.
Set right
AMAD,
throttle to
fire.
idle.
Warning.
Okay, right
engine,
throttle to idle.
fire, left. Warning, engine, fire, left. Warning, engine, fire, right. Warning, engine, fire, right.
Okay, waiting for it to spool up a little bit. He's not gonna run engine number 1 until he sees that oil pressure and the hydraulics are in the norms.
Right engine looks good.
Altitude.
Fuel flow normal. Watching the hydraulics, the pressure's normal. Left finger lift.
Okay. So he's starting number 1. Just close the cockpit here. It's gonna get loud, so. Okay.
Fire warning and extinguisher test.
Warning, AMAD, fire. Warning.
Okay.
And let's move the
AMAD,
left
fire.
throttle to idle
Warning,
as well.
engine, fire,
Okay, left throttle to idle.
Warning, engine, fire, left. Warning, engine, fire, right. Warning, engine, fire, right. AB burn through, left. AB burn through, left. AB burn through, right. AB burn through, right.
Startup complete. Jet is yours. Engines running. Starting the after start checks, front and back. Bringing up
Okay.
all displays, yours and mine.
He's turning on all the displays. Look at that. He's turning on the back displays as well in the back right there.
UFC and HUD coming up, both pits.
Okay. So lights on the
Radio
UFC.
volumes up, all 4, front and back.
Okay.
Standby ADI uncaged confirmed.
He uncaged the attitude
Altimeter setting
indicator.
to 9er. 0.5. 9er. Check your altimeter, set it to the local pressure. Bingo bug to 5,000 pounds. Fuel
Okay.
panel bit test holding.
He's testing the fuel up. So he didn't really move the bingo knob to 5,000. That's a bug. I'm going to fix it.
Parking brake set. Set. Testing my oxygen. Good flow.
Okay, he's testing the oxygen, good flow. And
Stick
he's-
wipeout, checking full travel.
Look at that. He's doing a flight control deck check. Look at that. Beautiful.
Opening the slipway door.
Slipway door.
Looks good. Closing it.
Okay, nice.
INS to ground align. Set. Terrain following radar standby. Radar altimeter on. Radar to standby. Nav FLIR standby. JTIDS to norm. My seat is armed.
Okay.
Conformal tanks back to normal. Set. Turning up my console lights back here.
Okay.
Light test holding all bulbs good.
So you see, look at that. It's testing on the light. And then same thing right here on the for the pilot as well. So notice how
Yellows are in. Scanning the warning panel.
yellows are the emergency levers. Notice how he tuned up the floodlights, the storm floodlights in the cockpit, and the console lights as well, because he knows it's getting dark. So now, while the INS is being aligned, let me just kind of, yeah. Let's ask him to set the. Oh, so look, I forgot to mention he was supposed to do that in the beginning,
Set.
but look, he's tuning the altimeter by himself, and he's setting the
Set.
radios for you. Okay, AM. He knows that he has to switch to the AM.
Set.
Okay.
Set.
Sets the TACAN for you, and even the IFF or the squawk code.
Set. Waiting on the INS alignment. Give it a few minutes.
Okay. So the INS is being aligned. Again, I want you to pay attention that he did change the altimeter to 2959, and as per the mission or wherever you're located in, wherever is your location or whatever server you're flying, whether it's in Syria, like standard TTI server 3002, it knows. Goose knows what the altimeter is. I know a lot of us skip on that when we're flying DCS. We just like, hey, you know what, we're gonna go 2992 standard. But no, it is important, right? We're trying to make this. I'm trying to make this mod very realistic as much as it can be. So it will set the altimeter for you. It will change the altimeter to 2992 past Angels 18, so past 18,000. It will do that, and then it will set it back to 29 and whatever the altimeter is at the airport that you're going to be landing at. So, but these are more advanced stuff that I'm going to be implementing. But you know, the second most important that you just noticed is that he was setting up the radios. So he's going to set up. Goose is going to set up, your WSO is going to set up the radio 1 for the ground tower, and sorry, for the ground frequency, and then radio 2 for tower. If ground is not available, CTAF, he's going to switch to CTAF. Once you're departing, he's going to move it to the next frequency that's available in the server. There's usually 2 or 3 frequencies, not more, honestly. But in your mission, he will understand which frequencies are being used, and he will set it up for you. Same thing with the TACAN. He's going to set up the TACAN either to the nearest airport, or he's going to set up the TACAN to the tanker, so you know exactly where your tanker is for refueling. And IFF code, if there is one programmed, he's going to set it for you as well. So this is what's regarding the UFC. He knows how to map stuff. He understands what low altitude warning is. My next item on the list is to have him set up the waypoints for you. Okay, set up the waypoints and do a little bit more advanced work on the UFC. But we're gonna get there because it's only the 3rd day since my last upload. Let me turn on the HUD here for a second because I want to see where's the alignment. There it is. It's actually oops. Okay, so GC 0.8. Let me actually jump here. We can see how okay, GC okay.
Set.
Please.
GC okay, INS aligned, going to nav, we're ready to taxi.
Beautiful.
All checks complete, alignment is in, we are ready before taxi.
All right, amazing. So alignment is complete. INS is set to nav. Pretty much good to go. This is so far, let's call it this way, this is so far where I got over the last 3 days. There's been a lot of just debugging with the UFC and mapping the keybinds correctly. And the second challenge that I had, the biggest challenge, was actually the altimeter, believe it or not. So that took me, I think, a whole day just to work on the altimeter, but we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Well, I think it's pretty good for the last 3 days. He knows when it's day, when it's night. He knows the frequencies. He knows the TACAN, everything. The next items on the list are the following. So hopefully I'm going to be able to make that also by the end of this week, is to understand the HUDs. And the HUDs are very important. For the WSO, this is probably the main work that the WSO has, is working those HUDs in the back, is understanding the PAX page. Where is it? There it is. So the PAX page, how to set up, understanding what type of loadout you have. So Goose will understand the type of munitions you're carrying. So if you're carrying a laser guided bomb, it will know what the laser code is, and he's going to set it up on the T-pod. If it's a GPS, he's going to know how to use the smart weapon system, right? And moreover than that, he will understand, Goose will understand different profiles depending on the type of operation that you're doing. So if you're doing, let's say, closed air support like a CAS, or you're doing a CAP, or you're doing a SEED, Goose will understand how to set up the proper profiles for your munitions that you're carrying. That's a little bit more advanced, but eventually he's going to do that. So over the next week, I'm going to be working on the HUDs. Goose will set up all the HUDs for you. And once we're up there and we're doing fence checks, Goose will give you a good call out on the fuel and the mode that we're in, air to air or air to ground. So so the next time you guys are going to hear from me is probably going to be in about a week or so, maybe even less, maybe in the next couple of days. I'll try my best to get you updates. Again, this is just, you know, my part-time hobby, doing this for the community. It's not my full-time job, but I'll try to keep you posted as much as I can. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys up there. Hold on. I'm actually recording myself back in, so this is the second video. I did forget. I forget to mention one thing. Many of you requested or asked, will there be a female WSO sitting behind us? Definitely, 100% yes. There's going to be a female. So there's going to be two versions. There's going to be you will be able to pick whether you want a female or you know, a male version of your WSO. So of course, there's definitely going to be that, or different gender. We're gonna get there, but 100% we'll do that. A second, your question, from as far as I read on YouTube comments, you ask, is it multiplayer compatible? Yes, it is, and I'll show it to you in the next video. Okay, yes, I flew at Growling Sidewinders server today at TTI, you know, with Goose, and it's all compatible. Okay, so there's going to be no problems. Yeah, anyways, thank you so much again for your support, and we'll see you next time.